The mind-blowing first season of Squid Game hit screens in 2021, and after 3 years of agonizing anticipation, the world finally got its second season, which, as expected, raised the bar. We are treated to the aftermath of a deadly game in which 456 players fought each other in the hopes of winning billions of won. The second season is not flawless, but it is definitely a strong continuation of the first season and naturally leads us to the third season and the finale of the series as a whole. All the episodes of the new season have hidden details with interesting subtext that are worth paying attention to. I suggest you take a closer look at them to get your bearings in the plot and prepare for the upcoming season. In the second season, the games start long before the red color of green. The recruiter kidnaps Kim and Woo-sok and forces them to play Russian roulette. In the first round, the gun contains only 1 bullet, which gives the players a better chance of survival. Later, the recruiter adds 4 more bullets to the chamber to reduce the chances of a successful outcome. Observant fans have suggested that the recruiter most likely used fake bullets to make the game more interesting and scare the participants more. Unfortunately, Kim was still unlucky. In the first season, when we meet Ki-hoon, we learn that he owes a large sum to an underground loan shark. In order to get the money, the loan shark orders his henchmen to beat Ki-hoon up in the toilet. After winning the Squid Game, Ki-hoon apparently pays the bills. In the second season, we see him hiring people to find the recruiter, and among them is Mr. Kim, the same loan shark, telling others why he trusts Ki-hoon. It turns out that Ki-hoon is the only client who has ever paid him back. It seems that this loan shark wasn't so bad after all. The next point may seem like a trivial invention, but I will still voice it. When the recruiter offers a coin to the homeless man, we see his palms close up. They look calloused, just like the hands of a man who gives out slaps left and right. Remember the process of recruiting players? The recruiter lures people with simple games and hits them in case of loss. If he does this regularly, it is not surprising that he has such rough, callous palms. In this case, we can assume that the recruitment of players is ongoing and some have to wait for the planned game. Viewers who have seen the first season of Squid Game will probably remember the agent who seems to help people from other countries move to South Korea, although such services are expensive, but he is willing to cooperate with those who can pay. The same agent can be seen in the second season, and it can be seen that he has become much better than in the first season. Although this task is beyond the agent's capabilities, No-Yul wants to use him to find his daughter in North Korea. He sincerely regrets that he cannot help her. The host has an office where he watches the games. In this office, there is a slot machine with figures playing musical instruments. In the second season of the Squid Game, the machine plays the melody that sounded in the first episode. In addition, in the 8th episode, the host controls the figures with a remote control, and the melody Fly to the Moon is a jazz classic in a modern version. The new version of the familiar game turned out to be much more frightening than the first season, perhaps because we already know what the essence is. Upon closer examination, inconsistencies are found in the new game. In particular, Ki-hoon covers his mouth with his hand to give commands to other players without activating the doll's sensors. The doll should react to movement, for example, shaking hands. But when Park Yong-sik involuntarily twitches, the doll does not react. People en masse also do not show any interest in him, and this is not the only case. Some players are spared while others are forced to hide the slightest movement. Something does not add up here. In the second season, the host surprises us time after time by skillfully manipulating Ki-hoon, including with the help of his own appearance. Having joined the game under number 1, the host deliberately copies the hairstyle of Cho Sang-woo, Ki-hoon's friend from the first season. The simple psychological trick seems to work, and the host immediately seems trustworthy to Ki-hoon. If you are interested in cryptocurrency, you probably know that South Korea is known for its large-scale cryptocurrency scams. One of the characters in the second season is Lee Myung-gi, an investment advice scammer who scammed his followers out of about $10 million. Many South Koreans have been victims of cryptocurrency scams, which have been in the news a lot. It is no surprise that Myung-gi is hated by everyone. In addition, scammers often try to profit from cultural phenomena. One example is the squid currency, which has seen people lose $3 million in a day. You don't need to have a high intellect to understand that Captain Park is involved in the games up to his ears, and here is the most obvious sign: the captain is clearly in touch with the creators and organizers of the games. Otherwise, how would he know about Ki-hoon's victory in the previous games? He blabbed, covering one lie with another, but all this sounds unconvincing. By the way, the host makes the same mistake during the games, calling Ki-hoon by a name that he does not know in theory. Perhaps in the upcoming season, they will tell us something about this. In the first season, the VIP viewers are very rich people who enjoy the bloody show in animal masks. They are not seen in the second season, but they will most likely appear later in the story. Also, Ki-hoon does not know about this and tells the others that they are being watched from above. So it is probably too early to write off the VIPs. Perhaps the creators of the series are letting the viewers know that we are now VIPs because the Squid Game has become a worldwide successful phenomenon, and we are watching it. It becomes obvious that colors play an important role in the world of Squid, especially red and blue. They have voting buttons that allow you to choose to leave the game and split the prize money or continue playing in the hope of winning more. In Korea, there is a popular urban legend about a spirit that appears to people in the toilet and offers a choice of a roll of red or blue toilet paper. In the first case, the victim will die a terrible bloody death, and in the second, death by suffocation, in which the face turns blue. In a word, a person who meets a ghost dies regardless of the choice, and this is very similar to how it happens in the Squid Game. In the second season, Hyunju, a transgender woman and former soldier in the South Korean army, joins the Squid Game. She participates in the games to earn money for the operation. The character turned out to be controversial, especially considering that the creators cast a cisgender man to play the trans person. The prototype for Hyunju was a transgender woman named Byun Hee-soo, who was discharged from the army after transitioning. Shortly after her discharge, Byun Hee-soo was found dead in her home, and the court found her dismissal illegal. In the 7th episode of the second season of the Squid Game, you can see in the cameraman's frame, Ki-hoon inspires the players to revolt, and during a tense shootout, a man with a camera on his shoulder appears in the upper right corner of the frame. He is not wearing a green tracksuit or a security guard uniform. He is clearly superfluous in this game. Funny, isn't it? There are several moments in Season 2 where Ki-hoon stubbornly ignores obvious clues and hints. Even after the Il-nam incident, when he doesn't suspect the #1 player and doesn't see that the X's and O's are preparing to kill each other, Ki-hoon misses all the signals. Although you would think that a person who has already won the games would be more attentive and try to protect himself. But the question is he really that trusting? Or maybe he's just pretending to be stupid to stay ahead of everyone else. In the second season, one of the main problems of modern society is especially noticeable. The first season was distinguished by the diversity of participants, along with young people and old people. There were people of mature age trying to save their lives and families from debts and crisis. This time, most of the participants are young people. They do not know how to handle money and therefore fall into various financial traps, which leads them to a deadly game of Squid. The fact that so many people have gone missing over the years is what strikes me the most, because Ki-hoon won the 33rd Squid Game, which had 456 players. It's terrifying to think about how many people have gone missing over the years, and the fact that the authorities have yet to take action to resolve the matter. While the losses may be less noticeable in a country with a large population like South Korea, people should have assumed something, but that's not what the show shows. In the second season, we were shown fewer games than in the first, but the winner has not yet been determined, and the competition will most likely continue in the third season. After the red light of the green light and the six-legged pentathlon, Ki-hoon rebelled against the people in mass, and the games were interrupted. But attentive viewers probably noticed schematic images on the walls of the living room. Similar pictures could be seen in the first season. By them, the viewers determined what tests await the players. One of the pictures shows little people hanging from the ceiling. This may mean that in the third season, the games will involve some kind of horizontal bars, which are usually placed on playgrounds. The second picture is a checkered field. Perhaps Ki-hoon and In-ho will have to play human chess with each other. Hidden details make movies and TV series even more interesting and exciting. Few people like it when creators tell everything head-on without leaving space for imagination. The second season of the Squid Game is no exception. It has a lot of complex moments that can be deciphered. If you look more closely, in some cases we find hints where there were none, but no one is immune from this. Anyway, Season 2 was exciting, and I can't wait for more, as there are only a few months left. That's it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to rate it, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell. My best reward is your activity. Thanks for watching. See you there.